Today we're going to be playing a Tavern at night. It looked like a fun, interesting game. More like a visual novel, and that's pretty good. Hail and well met, stranger. What's your name? Gods, what a downpour. The rain has been going strong for over an hour, and what started as a lovely sunny day has become completely transformed into a dark storm. You shiver in your wet clothes, your wet, uncomfortable clothes. You can barely feel your fingers and your feet ache. You've been told there's a tavern nearby, and you're hoping to spend the night there, but you don't know this area that well. Your heart starts beating a little faster when a faint light in the distance emerges. This has to be the place, right? You pick up the pace, your muddy boots squelching along the dirt road. It doesn't take long before you finally mercifully arrive at what indeed appears to be a tavern. Relief floods through you when you push open the doors and the warmth of the roaring fire touches your ice-cold skin. You are surprised by how full the place is at this late at night, but then again, there probably aren't many other stops in the road that offer protection from the weather. You bump the mud off your boots the best you can and walk over to the tavern keep. Welcome, what can I get for you, lad? Let's go with some wine. Enjoy. Thank you. The barkeep scuffles off to get your drink. As he does, you turn your face to the rest of the tavern. The eyes that momentarily turn to you at the arrival of a new guest go back to the drinks, and the slight lull in conversation picks up once more. You scan the room. It's packed. Your shoulders droop a little. The thought of having to spend the evening in the cold corner far away from the fire. But when you take a closer look at the place, when you take a closer look at the place hearth, it is strangely empty of company. Except for one man, that is. Occupying one table by himself, a large man wearing a big shoulder belt sits turned away from the rest of the tavern. You consider for a moment to follow the example of the rest of the people present, a dangerous merce, bounty hunter, a thief, but your cloak is rippling a pool at your feet. It's not like he'll kill you, right? You make your way to the table. The man's eyes only briefly flicker over to you when you scrape back a chair, but he doesn't say anything. Conversation halts once more as the tension creeps into the tavern space. You feel eyes borne at you but you ignore them in the hopes of appearing casual. And the man in front of you doesn't do so much as twitch as you sit down. People go back to their hushed conversations. Relieved, you unbutton your cloak and drape it over the back of the chair. Then get to work on taking off those damn boots. You wiggled your toes experimentally. Good. All functional and order. The barkeeper shuffles through the crowd with your drink, and you push the sopping wet hair out of your eyes to thank him. Here you go, lad. Drink up. You want something to eat? Anything else? Yes, please. A hot meal of whatever's on the menu would be wonderful. And if there's room for staying the night, I have the cornet ready. The tavern keep furrows his brow. A meal I can do, but a room's gonna be difficult. You see how swamped the place is? He gestures to the rest of the room. It's okay. If there's no space, I can spend the night in a chair here. Anything better anything's better than that storm out there. Now that's for sure. I'll get your food. And with that, he's off. You turn your face to the hearth, relishing in its heat. You wish you could take off more of your wet clothes, but you'll have to wait until you have a little more privacy to do so. You chance a peek at the stranger. He's not looking at you. You take the opportunity to take his appearance, gruff, weathered, well-traveled, a hard-looking man. The ridges of his scar across his lip and cheek throw soft shoulders over his face in the firelight. Did you need me to? Caught you. Caught. You quickly look away. The stranger doesn't acknowledge a reply, just continues to look at the flickering hearth fire. There you are. The tavern keep puts a steaming bowl of stew in front of you, along with some soft bread. Your mouth waters. Thank you, I will. You dig in. It's simple food, but you've walked all day, and it does a right good job at warming you up. Halfway through your meal, you notice a pair of eyes that settle on you. You look up in the face of the stranger. He was regarding you with something akin to mild amusement. Do you need anything? The stranger's eyebrows twitch at your repeating of his previous question. Nothing at all. Eyeing him with mild suspicion, you protectively pull your bowl closer. What's your name? The man looks up with lidded eyes. Am I to entertain you while you eat? Yes. Then you'd better order me a drink. You guess that's fair. You wave over the tavern keep and gesture to the man to go ahead and order whatever he likes. Another ale, please. So, who are you, and if I'm asking anyway, how come you're hogging the fireplace? Hogging the fireplace. The other gentlefolk present seem not to care for it. And so I took a seat where you're pleased. Right. And you're sure that's why the other guests can cast nervous glances at him every now and then? My name is Azram. Nice to meet you, Azram, and Lilac. The keep brings Azram his ale, and Azram drinks, after giving you a small nod. What brings you here, Azram, other than the pouring rain? You just gave yourself the answer. It was indeed the rain that drove me to seek the shelter. Are you here alone? Where are you traveling to? You sure have a lot of questions in you. I bought you a drink, didn't I? Suppose you did. I travel alone, and where to is a business of my own. Meal now finished and stomach filled, you push your bowl to the side and drag your chair closer to the fire. Your clothes are still sticking uncomfortably to your skin, but the parts of your clothes that have been turned toward the fire, returning the fire are decidedly less soaked, so cold. Getting warmer by the minute. Closing your eyes, you settle in your seat and hold out your hands to the fire. You're shivering. Lovely though the fire may be, it's all you can do to keep your teeth from chattering, to distract yourself from the cold, wet dampness that clings to you like a second skin. You turn to your table companion. So you come here often? From time to time. And are there any beverages you particularly recommend? Azram wordlessly holds up his tankard of ale. Maybe you should switch tactics. Hey, so I have a pack of cards that hasn't drowned in the storm. You want to play? I see you grow bored easily. Won't you humor me? Get to know a stranger in a tavern at night and spend some time in good company. Whoever said that the company was good? By his mouth lifting into a smile, and it feels like you finally have his attention. Let's put in some stakes while you're at it. Let's say winner gets to ask the loser a question. What's the loser answer? I mean, If you really don't want to, I'm not going to force you. How about you then just give up a random fact about yourself instead? I see. I should just resign myself to my fate. Great, do you play Jack's stolen hand? You deal the cards and you play the first round and put the first round next to the wrong fire. It doesn't take long before you smugly place down your last card on the pile before you. Looks like I'm the winner. I haven't played in a while. And you better pick it up fast, else you'll be losing to me all night long. Now let's see. I enjoy my work, which is? I believe that's two questions. The point of the game is I'm a mercenary. Oh, I'll give you that impression. Oh no, I didn't mean you look like you're bad at it. It's just dangerous, you know? Azram absent-mindedly rubs a scar on his hand while you talk. That I can't deny. I'll deal the next round. Good to see this deck isn't rigged. Got lucky is what you did. Do you always bother folk late at night for games and conversation? That's your question? Well, I approached you because you just stood behind you to the rest of the tavern. Don't see any other empty chairs here. Besides, the fire is nice and warm. That is it? Is that it? Let's play another round. You shuffle the deck. Azram is right. He's played before, and he's picking it up again quickly. You emerge as the winner by a hair. Ah, I got you there, didn't I? You did indeed, you little pest. If you hadn't run. He shuts up abruptly, looking a little embarrassed. Looks like you're enjoying the game. Is that what you'd like to believe? I want to know. Long enough to live until now. More cryptic answers, I see. Then, have you ever dreamed of doing something else? I suppose at one point. Oh, let me guess. I've got enough coin to get what I need. You don't want for a lot, huh? Am I disappointing you? Sorry, but you're not rid of me that easy. Nicely played. What's your question? Now I almost wish I hadn't won. I'm not sure what to ask you. I suppose an easy one is where you're traveling to. There's nothing out here for many miles. True, but it's also one of the few roads between Yamsmore and Riverkeep. I'm heading east after this, so you're welcome to join me if you want. Aren't you forward? Be careful inviting strangers to travel with you. For all you know, I could cut your throat and steal your coin in the night. No, you wouldn't. You think I'm too cute to kill. Azram snorts, but he doesn't comment. You deal the cards once more. Azram has progressively gotten more into the game and is bent on winning again. It feels like all the sweeter to take victory from him with a carefully selected array of cards. They aren't really rigged, are they? No, you just make for a terrible gambler. Azram gives you a flat look. Okay, so for my question. You mean where to my travels will take me? I see you don't give up easy. You don't have to tell me where you're going, I mean more in general. It is a difficult question to answer. My work prevents me from planning for the long term. But you still made it here, didn't you? I'd say you have a lot of life ahead of you still. You are kind. I suppose I'll let it depend on what crosses my path. I'm sure the answer isn't very satisfactory. It means my otherwise quiet evening has rudely disrupted. Don't act like you're enjoying talking to me. You're a terrible liar. Trying to suss out my tells already, I see. Another round? Alright, let's make it the last of the night. He picks up the cards, shuffles them with dexterous fingers, and once again, you play. You have excellent cards, and feel sure you're going to win until Azram swoops in and figuratively knocks you flat on your ass. Looks like we're at a stalemate. 3 wins to 3 wins, huh? Well, the last question of the night is up to you to think of, stranger. Am I still a stranger? This night, I've talked more than I would in several weeks. Well, I guess you're more like an acquaintance now. Like, if I ran into you, I'd stop and say hi, you know? Gods have mercy on me. Wow, you just walk straight by me if you met me again somewhere? That's cold. I didn't think I'd be so fortunate. Or you'd spot me easily in a crowd. True, you're hard to miss. Who, who could resist a second glance at those muscles? So what do you want to know? I'm not sure. Let me think on it a little longer while we talk. You nod, and for a moment you share a companionable silence while nursing your drinks. Want another? I'll pay. Thanks, but I'm good. Gotta stay sharp. Could it be that you're getting a little tipsy, sir? I'm sure you'd be amused if I was, wouldn't you? Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. Can't drink as much as I used to if I want to keep my head clear. Come on, you don't look that old. It'd surprise you. I'm not above flattery from a young, pretty thing, but that's taking it a little far. Age doesn't matter, though, does it? Not when you could snap my neck with 2 fingers. Don't tell me you're scared now. Azram pauses at the tone of your voice, which, though still playful, has shifted to something a little more intimate. You'd be wise to put your cheek back where it came from. The hour has grown late, and there's not many guests left sitting around in the tavern space. Most that do look sleepy, drunk, or both. Well, I suppose I could find the comfiest chair. I can huddle in front of the fire. Are you looking? Are you heading to a bed? Bed, chair, floor, whatever's available. I see. See you in the morning. I will be gone when you wake up. Oh, that's too bad. I enjoyed talking to you. I suppose I should thank you for a job well done in entertaining me. It was not a job as pleasant as I thought it might be. So have you thought of a question yet as a parting goodbye? I have none except well wishes for your journey ahead. Wait, you think that I need luck? Azram covers you once over in your still rather sorry state of damp clothes, messed up hair, and tired looking face. I do indeed. Thanks for the drink and the company. Good night. Same to you. Sleep well, Azram. With that, Azram stands up, scraping his chair back, and heads up to the stairs to his room. Try to get as comfortable as you can in front of the dying fire and doze off. To thoughts of 2 strong hands holding a fan of cards. You're winning, of course. While you smile, you drift to sleep. Okay. That wasn't too bad.